From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Hey, what are you doing at the Valentine house?
Get a car out here quick, Inspector. Terry Valentine's just been shot. Two guys showed up...
Slow down. When did all this happen?
A few seconds ago.
Ambulance?
No good, DeBaca. She died in my arms.
Oh. Well, do you think they're still around there?
They must be. I'm going looking.
Now, wait a minute. This is a police matter. You stay put. I'll have a car there in 5 minutes and you can... Johnny, I heard that. Your gun. Now, look, you're all wound up. Don't do anything.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the New Britain Mutual Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of further expenditures during my investigation of the Valentine matter. Dan Valentine, ex-gangster, and, of course, your policyholder. But then his wife was killed, too. Then his lawyer. Then his daughter. The girl that I... 30 seconds after Terry Valentine died in my arms, I was stumbling down the gravel path that led from her house to the road. It had all happened so suddenly, I can't say that what I did from there on or what I felt was entirely rational. All I know is I hadn't heard a car leave the area, which meant the two killers were still somewhere nearby. Then, in the dim light, I saw the car. A man was climbing into it. Hey, stop! Stop or I'll shoot! Stop! Get out of there. Get out of there and get your hands up.
I'm a hit. I'm afraid to move.
Come on, get out. Come on.
I'm coming.
You two, come on.
It's no use on him, mister. He used up. You got him real good. Ooh. I need a doctor. Help me get to a doctor.
Stop right there.
Doctor.
Stand still.
You pretty tough fella.
What's your name?
Sisto.
Sisto what?
It's good enough for you. I need a doctor bad.
Listen.
Ooh.
Tell it to me. Tell it to me right now. If you don't tell it to me now, you'll never tell it to anybody. Tell it!
No.
Tell it!
I need doctor.
Tell it!
I die first.
Johnny! What is this? Who's he?
He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me.
Now, you better give me that gun, Johnny. Estate will take care of him. Thanks.
I should have done it. I wanted to do it.
I know, son. Come on, let's get out of here.
But I didn't get out of there. I waited around while they dug the body of the other man out of the smashed-up car, and while they carried the still limp form of Teresa Valentine away. She was the third member of the family who had died violently within 3 days.
I'm sorry about it, Donna.
Inspector, I was hoping I might have been wrong. That she wasn't dead.
Oh, you weren't wrong. Which one shot her?
Huh?
The dead one or the one we still got in the hospital?
Oh, I don't know. Both of them, I guess.
You don't feel like talking to it. I'm just trying to pin it down.
Well, what about him?
Can't get much out of him so far. He's in pretty bad shape.
Let me ask him some questions, Inspector. I'm no police officer. I don't have to obey any rules.
Now, take it easy, kid. You were about to do that once, and we'd be holding you for murder if you'd gone ahead. I know how you feel about Teresa Valentine.
Has he said anything at all?
Nothing. We found papers on him and the other one that makes them brothers, Sisto and Darby Chianti, from New York. So far, there doesn't seem to be any connection with the Valentines. But people like Valentine make a lot of enemies. But that girl doesn't figure.
Yeah.
I know you talked to her a lot these last couple of days, Johnny. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing that had anything to do with this. You know yourself, she didn't even know her name was Valentine until her father got shot at.
Yeah, that could have been an act.
And you could have been 20 feet tall.
Just trying.
Try with that punk you got upstairs in the hospital.
We will, Johnny. We will. Just... Pardon me. Johnny. Got bad news. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Why?
Sisto Chianti died 5 minutes ago.
Expense account, item 10, $10, car rental. I went out to the Valentine house once more.
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
Hello, Mrs. Giacchino.
Please come in. So many policemen, so many reporters. I've been trying to close the house.
Sure.
I know how you must feel. I mean, about her. What of these Chianti brothers?
Well, we don't know much about them yet. The New York police is still doing a rundown on them. Don't let me stop you, whatever you're doing. I'll just look around if you don't mind.
All right.
Oh, one thing.
Yes?
Did Mr. Valentine make any provision for you?
Yeah. He thought of me. $1,000. Whatever he was, the man I knew was kind and good. And his sins had been forgiven him.
I spent 2 hours or better going from room to room, looking at the oils that Dan Valentine had painted. Pastoral scenes, happy scenes, gay scenes, all of them with colorful Italian backgrounds. I was thinking about that when I walked into Inspector DeBacca's office late that afternoon.
I don't get it, Johnny.
Don't get what?
Here. Just came from New York on the Chianti boys.
Oh?
They came to this country when they were 18 and 21. Both of them were naturalized citizens, lived with their father.
Records?
Not a thing, no trouble ever.
What else?
That's about it. New York police can't seem to locate their old man. Disappeared about a week ago. Lived on the east side.
What's about him?
That's another funny thing. He's taken out his papers and was due for an examination with the immigration people this week. They're looking for him, too.
We went out and had dinner together and talked about the case. It had been a strange one. The deaths were useless, the motives unknown. I parted company with Inspector DeBacca and went back to my hotel to trouble it out with sleep. About 11 o'clock, I had a phone call. Johnny Dollar.
This is DeBacca. Old man Chianti just showed up at our city morgue and wants to take his 2 sons back to New York for burial.
20 minutes later, I was standing in the coroner's office while Inspector DeBacca led a small, wizened old man into the room and sat him down on one of the chairs.
Mr. Chianti, it's Mr. Dollar.
How do you do?
Mr. Chianti?
I read about you. You killed my boys. Is it so?
Yes. They'd killed 4 other people.
I know. Bad.
Why did they kill the Valentine family, Mr. Chianti? Why did they kill Conrad Webster, the lawyer? Do you know why?
See, I know.
Then tell me. They're all dead now.
I'm still alive, Mr. Dollar.
He refused to talk about his sons or any of their activities. DeBacca held him to answer to the immigration officials. He remained in his cell, silent and noncommittal to all visitors, including the chaplain. I appeared before the coroner's jury the following morning and was cleared of any charges. Pietro Chianti still had said nothing. And he looked at me as though he was going to keep on saying nothing. Mr. Chianti?
I see you, Mr. Dollar. More questions?
Dan Valentine's wife was your daughter, wasn't she? Wasn't she? All right, you don't have to admit it. I have a copy of the marriage license right here. It came from New York this morning.
She was my daughter.
Is that all you have to say now?
I no talk.
Then I will, Mr. Chianti. Because your daughter, Mrs. Valentine, had a daughter herself, Teresa. A lovely, wonderful girl that your 2 sons killed. I happen to know that girl. I might have been in love with her, I don't know. But I do know.
She had to die, too.
What?
This Conrad Webster, Mr. Valentine, and my own daughter and granddaughter, they had to die. All bad.
You?
See, I order it.
You ordered it. And who are you? God?
I am the father. When a daughter Mary's a bad man. Only bad can come from it. The granddaughter was then bad. He come to our village many years ago. Take her away. He and the man Webster help him. It lived with me. The stealing of my own flesh and blood. All this time it grow inside of me. I am old, but I keep on living. Only so I can come here and find him and destroy him. And her. And the daughter. And the lawyer man who help him. And I destroyed them through my sons.
A whole family. Vendetta. Was that it?
If you like. Vendetta. He was a bad man who did bad things. Batman. I smoke now. You have a cigarro, eh?
The disposition of old Pietro Chianti is up to the Immigration Department. I didn't stay around New Orleans to learn the results of all the extensive examinations that would have to be completed to test his sanity. I'd had enough of the town. Expense account, item 11, $140.20, hotel and board. Item 12, $28, car rental miscellaneous. That includes flowers to the Valentine family. Item 13, same as item 1, $175. Transportation back home. Expense account total, $1,290.38. Remarks? Whenever I close my eyes, I can see a lovely girl standing at the bottom of a long, curving stairway, smiling, because I'm in the room. That's all. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, please, there'll be another exciting story for you beginning next Monday night.
Monday, the Lorco Diamond Matter, in which a trip to Algiers makes Come With Me to the Casbah sound like an invitation to a Sunday school picnic. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in this week's cast were Lillian Baeff, Betty Lou Gerson, Barney Phillips, Will Wright, Forrest Lewis, Marvin Miller, Jay Novello, and Jack Boyles. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking. From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, this is Jason Prell.
Jason
I
Prell.
manage Mrs. Cronin's trust fund.
Oh, sure.
We haven't met, of course, and I know that I'm overstepping the ordinary bounds of propriety, but I simply have to talk to you immediately, if possible.
Well, can't it wait until train time? You're going with us up to a party in the Adirondacks, aren't you?
Yes, I am, but it'll be too late then to make very much difference.
Well, maybe you could tell me the general idea of what you
I
want.
understand Mrs. Cronin has authorized you to obtain the Circle of Fire from the bank and to keep it in your possession until she wears it at the party.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't do it. Leave the necklace where it is.
Why?
It's a long story, Mr. Dollar, and it goes a long way back. The whole thing is a lot more complicated than you realize.
Well, I'm beginning to realize it. Just exactly what is it you're worried about?
I'm worried about Mrs. Cronin's sanity.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. From Special Investigator Johnny Dollar, New York City, to the Home Office Surety Mutual and Trust Company, Hartford, Connecticut. Assignment, the Cronin matter. Expense account continued. Item 4, $1.80. Taxi to the offices of the Daily Times Courier for a look at the morgue files on Mrs. Cronin. The clipping started with the year 1916, when a bright-eyed, wide-eyed kid named Dolly McLean danced her way out of the chorus lines of a two-bit musical and straight into the limelight of Broadway. One hit show after another, hits just because she was in them. And parties, balls, social affairs. The Dancing Darling. A critic tagged her with a name in her first write-up, and the name stuck. So she danced away the mad, crazy years that followed World War I. And like everybody else, she lived it up. There were rumors of engagements, love affairs, the Baron this, Count that, one after another. Shorty Weber was mentioned a few times. And Jason Prell was in from the beginning, as a promoter, though, a business manager, not as a lover. Her friends were mentioned, hundreds of them. Then Barnaby Cronin came into the file. Boy wonder of the business world, the Golden Prince. Engagement, marriage, and Barnaby's fabulous gift to his new bride, a $500,000 necklace of diamonds and emeralds, the Circle of Fire. Then Barnaby's sudden death, Mrs. Cronin's seclusion. End of file. Expense account item 5, $24.30, transportation, hotel, and incidentals. And a taxi to the railway station to find the special coach Mrs. Cronin had chartered to haul her guests to the Adirondacks and to her roaring 20s weekend party. I purposely got there early, but one of the guests was even earlier.
Mr. Dollar, wait. You are Mr. Dollar, aren't you?
That's right, but I don't think...
Jason Prell.
Oh.
I thought you might come down early to meet the bank messengers. Thank heaven you did.
Well, I'm afraid I don't...
Dollar, I've known Dolly McLean and Mrs. Cronin for over 35 years. All that time, I've managed her business affairs, arranged her personal contacts, been like a father to her.
Yeah, I've read the newspaper clippings.
Newspaper stories can be misleading sometimes. They build things up. Sensationalism. It's true, of course, that Dolly and I had some quarrels. Who doesn't? In spite of everything, I was still her best friend.
Go on.
I know Dolly, know her better than anybody else in the world. I know how she's gone downhill since Barnaby died, especially in the last year or so. And I know this whole idea is the worst possible thing she could do.
Have you tried talking to her along that line?
She won't listen. She's dead set on it. I'm hoping you can help.
How?
Point out to her how dangerous it is to go off into that isolated place with a piece of jewelry as valuable as the Circle of Fire. It's worth a fortune. Somebody's bound to try to steal it.
I still don't get what you're driving at, Mr. Prell.
But I just told you. It's the risk that's involved.
To whom?
Mrs. Cronin, of course.
She knows about the risk. She's willing to take it.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Hey, you said something on the phone about her sanity. Are you trying to imply that she's...
No. Not yet. But she's not well. She's burned herself up back in those early years, and she hasn't much left. The only thing that keeps her going is a crazy kind of belief.
Belief?
Dolly believes in people.
So do I, Mr. Prell.
Well, yes, of course. But Dolly's whole thinking hinges on it. All the people she knew back in the heyday, the people she calls her friends, in her book, they can do no wrong. She lived in a dream world, still does, like a fairy princess. But it never really existed. Things weren't like that back in those days, Mr. Dollar.
So I've heard.
Most of the people she thought of as friends were only trying to use her. Barnaby and I would block them off, take care of things when things had to be done, and let her go on living happily in her never-never land.
And now, that's the only land she has to live in. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. Why, some of those friends would cut their mother's throat for a tenth of the value of the Circle of Fire. Those are the guests she'll have at their party.
Well, I've already been told once that somebody will steal that necklace before the weekend is over. Do you want to add your prediction?
I think somebody will try. And that's all that's needed to start that dream world of hers falling apart and to make her face things the way they are.
May I ask you a question, Mr. Prell?
Oh, yes, of course.
This trust fund you're managing that her husband left for her, just how big is the setup?
Barnaby Cronin was a wealthy man, Mr. Dollar, but he had his ups and downs like every business investor. The capital is adequate for her support, but not much more.
Is the necklace a part of the trust capital?
It's her own personal property. Otherwise, I could have prevented it from being taken from the bank.
You have complete control of the trust, then?
Yes. Barnaby knew that she had no understanding of business matters.
I see.
She's old, Mr. Dollar. Older than her years. Tired. All that keeps her alive is her belief in the past.
Yeah, her dream world, where everybody loves her and protects her, where she's still a dancing darling.
And if that dream world is destroyed, she'll be destroyed along with it. Now, phone the bank, Mr. Dollar. Ask them not to bring that necklace here.
I'm afraid they think I was crazy.
Why?
Because I've got it with me, Mr. Prell. I picked it up myself 2 hours ago.
Then heaven help us all.
The convention coach Mrs. Cronin had chartered for the run to the Adirondacks was arranged with a long aisle of individual staterooms and a main lounge area at one end. It could accommodate 50 people, but when the train pulled out, there were only 6 of us in the coach. 6. Out of the hundreds of friends she'd had in the old days when she was in the big time and on top. And even out of the 6, 3 of us were new acquaintances, people who hadn't known her back when. I was there, of course, because I'd been hired to be there to protect her fabulous necklace. And Sylvia Blake, still playing it tough and cynical, was probably hoping for a magazine article, or hoping for something. But the third newcomer, there was the question mark.
Oh, I think this whole thing is just too exciting for words. Don't you think it's too exciting for words?
Well,
I know who you are, of course. You're Mr. Johnny Dollar, and you're supposed to protect those fabulous jewels. And I'm Laura Dean, and I think we ought to call each other Laura and Johnny, because after all, it's a party, isn't it?
Up till now, I was having doubts. You're, obviously not one of Mrs. Cronin's friends from the old days.
Oh, no, I just met her back there at the station.
You what?
Well, I talked to her on the phone, of course. She sent an invitation to my aunt, who was a very dear friend of hers, only they hadn't seen each other for years, and she didn't know my aunt had passed on over a year ago. So I phoned her and told Mrs. Cronin, I mean, and she said for me to come to the party, she'd like to meet me, and I wouldn't have missed it for anything.
Yeah, well,
Johnny, do you think they'll really have champagne in bathtubs like they used to back in her time?
If they do, it'll get awful wet out. There are only 6 of us to drink it.
Oh, gosh, I don't see how you can call 6 people a party.
Well, the thing is, we'll all be in there trying hard.
Now you're joking me. I'll bet you're fun at a party.
Oh, wait till you see the act I do with the lampshade. Who did you say your aunt was?
I don't think I said who. When do they start serving the champagne, Johnny?
When they see the whites of your eyes.
That's cute. I like that.
Thanks. Now, about your aunt.
Poor old soul. She'd have loved this, too. You ought to hear about some of the parties she and Mrs. Cronin used to go to.
Yeah, I imagine.
They used to go every place together back in those days. The newspapers called them the Siamese twins.
The Simon...
Siamese twins. That was just an expression.
Fritzie Morell. Is that what you're saying? That you're Fritzie Morell's niece?
Sure. Did you know her, Johnny?
No, I never met her.
Oh, you'd have liked her. She was a lot of fun. Loved to party. Gosh, I thought there'd be more people than this. How could we
She
have a
kept
party?
babbling on, and I listened to her, tried to figure her out. The chatter was smokescreen. Underneath it, she was cool, sharp, and shrewd. I didn't know what she was up to, nor why she was here. But I did know one thing. Fritzie Morell had died about a year ago, true enough. But she'd left no surviving family and no niece. Laura Dean was a liar. I hadn't seen Mrs. Cronin since we pulled out of the station. She'd greeted us, then gone right to her stateroom and stayed there. And when I saw Jason Prell come hurrying from that direction, I could read the look on his face even before he reached me.
Mr. Dollar, please.
Mrs. Cronin?
Yes, go to her at once.
What is it? What's wrong?
She was suddenly taken ill, very ill. Hurry.
Mrs. Cronin.
Come in. Oh, I'm all right now.
Oh.
It was just nerves. I've had it before. My doctor in New York gave me some tablets to take whenever...
Are these the tablets? This bottle here?
Well, yes. You know what they are, Johnny?
Yeah, I know.
All right. So he does say it's my heart. But he's wrong. It's just nerves.
Yeah, sure.
That's not why I sent for you, Johnny. You have the necklace.
Yeah. Want to see it?
No, I'll wait until it's time to wear it. Johnny, I've written something here. I'm going to sign it, and I want you to sign as a witness.
Well, all right. Unless you'd rather have Jason probe.
No, Jason would argue about it. There. Now you sign.
There you are.
Keep it for me.
Do you mind if I know what I've signed?
Of course not. Read it if you like.
In the event of my death, I, Dolly Cronin, being of sound mind, bequeath the necklace known as the Circle of Fire to Sylvia Blake.
Sylvia loves jewels. She'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I imagine she will.
She's not to know about this, you understand, because, of course, it'll be years before she gets it.
Oh, sure it will. Now, you'd better try to get some sleep.
I'm going to. And thanks, Johnny.
It was nothing.
You know something? I was heartbroken when they didn't show up at the station. All my old friends. But I've been lying here thinking, and I've finally figured it out.
Oh?
They all went on ahead. They'll be waiting at the house. They're trying to surprise me. Don't you think so, Johnny?
I said, yes, I thought so. But I was lying, because I didn't think so. But she was still a dancing darling, and she had that way about her. You wanted to protect her. I didn't go back to the lounge. I walked down the corridor to my stateroom. It was night by then, and the corridor was only dimly lit. My stateroom was dark. When I opened the door, I caught a bare flash of movement. Too late. Oh! When I came to, minutes later, I was lying on my stateroom floor, blood seeping from a cut in my head. I felt in my inside pocket for the bulky leather case that had held the necklace. It was gone.
There'll be another intriguing episode in our story of the Cronin matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow, an old love and an old hate. And violence breaks out at midnight. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Les Crutchfield, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking. From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
I have your party in Hartford, Connecticut now, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, thanks.
Just a moment, please.
Hello, McCracken, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Hi, Pat.
Johnny, are you still in La Jolla? Didn't you get my telegram?
Sure did. And I'm getting ready to leave for South Bend right now. in the company of a beautiful, charming, lovely...
Now, look, son, your vacation is over.
Charming, lovely girl named Vonnie Lamar.
Okay. Now, will you... What?
That's right. Thomas Rene Lamar's daughter.
Does she know her father has died?
Telegram for her arrived at the same time I received yours.
You didn't show her my wire.
No. She doesn't know yet that you think it might be murder.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Attention, Mr. Patrick McCracken. Following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Lamar matter. Or was it murder? Expense account item 1. I'm calling it item 1, Pat, because it's really the first tab on the Lamar case. Previous expenses here in La Jolla were charged against the Jolly Roger case. Expenses for the vacation you promised me and have now so rudely interrupted. Item 1, $9.60 for that long-distance call to Pat McCracken in Hartford.
Now, what under the sun is Vonnie Lamar doing in La Jolla?
Vacation? Same as I was trying to take. Now, tell me something, Pat. Has a claim already been filed on Lamar's $1.5 million policy?
No claim has been filed.
Well, then how'd you know about his death so quickly?
Luck, pure and simple. The insurance company is Tri-Mutual. Big office in Chicago, headed up by Lawrence Comstock.
Oh, sure. Known him for years. Good man.
Well, he's written all of Lamar's policies himself. He got to know the old man pretty well.
Uh-huh.
Personal friends, you know. Weekend golf together, same clubs, and both nuts about two-handed pinochle.
So?
Well, Comstock had been Lamar's house guest the past few days, and been with him practically every minute the old man wasn't at his plant.
Was he actually there when Lamar died?
Yes. He was the one who called the doctor when the old man keeled over.
Look, you keep referring to him as the old man. Just how old was he?
Oh, not too. Let me see. I've got it. He was 59.
The doctor's name on her telegram was Wilson. You know his first name?
No, I don't know. That stuff you'll have to get from Comstock there in South Bend.
Okay.
Well, at any rate, Johnny, he called me the minute the doctor pronounced Lamar dead, and specifically asked that you be put on the case.
Yeah, well, that's flattering. Okay, it looks like I am, but tell me something.
Yeah?
What makes Larry think the man was murdered?
I'd rather not discuss it now. He'll give it to you when you see him.
Our plane leaves in about an hour.
No doubt you can be of some comfort to the daughter. Her knowing that you're handling the case.
Pat, that's the one thing I don't want her to know. I hung up, leaving Pat to ponder over that last remark. Wired Larry Comstock that I was coming and finished my packing for the trip back east. When I'd finished, I paid my bill at the fancy motel, and all I can say is thank goodness it was on expense account, and I knocked on the door of the cottage next to mine.
Yes, come in. Oh, Johnny.
Hi, Vonnie. Any way I can help you?
More than you have. You've been wonderful. Arranging the flight back for me and
For us?
taking care of the things here. Johnny.
That's right, for us. I'm making the trip with you.
But I thought you said Hartford, Connecticut. And your vacation.
Oh, the vacation's all over. Wouldn't be any fun for me to stay around after this.
Oh, darling.
And South Bend is along the way. I'd feel better if I kind of took you home rather than let you make the long trip alone under the circumstances. And maybe I have some business or something to attend to there.
Darling, I don't know what...
Easy, honey.
Oh, you made it so wonderful. When Daddy couldn't get here these last few days, and now that this terrible thing has happened, you stick by me this way.
It's the only way I'd have it.
You're so wonderful.
All right. Come on now. Come on, get your things together. I've called for a cab to the airport in San Diego. Come on, Mom.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. I love you for this.
Sure. I can't say I exactly relish thoughts of the flight back east, much as I hoped I could be of some small comfort to the girl, much as I genuinely wanted to. Such things can be pretty rough, particularly in this instance. But I am an insurance investigator, And in a matter of this sort, $1.5 million at stake, the possibility of murder, well, it's up to me to suspect everyone, whether I like it or not. Yeah, I sometimes think it's a pretty rotten racket to be in.
Johnny.
Sleep, honey. Sleep. You'll need all of it you can get before you have to face things at home.
I wasn't sleeping. I was just thinking. And being so thankful that you're here with me.
Honey, I wired ahead for a hotel reservation.
What?
Yep. I'm going to stay in South Bend a few days.
You wonderful, wonderful...
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I also wired a friend of mine, a fellow with whom I do business now and then. So well, anyhow, I'll be there for a few days and maybe more, and as long as I can be of any help to you.
It's funny.
Hmm?
You know, you still haven't told me what you do.
Well, don't worry about that now.
But I'm curious. Tell me. It'll give us something to talk about.
Did you wire anyone at your home about your arrival?
Yes, Harrison the butler. Johnny.
Well, how about the doctor who telegraphed you?
Yes, Dr. Wilson, too. Honey.
Wilson.
Edward T. Wilson. Now tell me.
No, you stop talking and try to get some rest.
But all...
I'm going back to the lounge in the tail section so that you'll have nothing to do but get some sleep.
Then you won't tell me.
No. Tomorrow. Sleep.
Thank you, Johnny. Now I can, maybe.
Yeah, rough. Very rough. I felt like a traitor to her. Well, we landed in Chicago at 10 a.m. and took a cab from the airport to the Lamar home on the outskirts of South Bend. I'd never before realized that the big industrial city with all its huge, dirty, sprawling factories had such a wealthy residential section. And the Lamar home on Parody Lane was one of the most impressive of all, set far back in what must have been an acre of well-kept lawn. In addition to Harrison, the butler, we were met at the door by the housekeeper, cook, upstairs and downstairs maids, and a couple of other servants, all of them obviously in deep sorrow over the passing of the master of the house.
And may I most humbly, for all of us, express our deepest sympathy in this hour of this...
It's all... Thank you, Harrison. Thank you all. I'm going to my room and we'll call you when...
Yes, miss?
This is Mr. Dollar.
Mr. Dollar.
He's to be admitted to the house. Any time
I'll be here, Vonnie, as soon as possible. And you know where to reach me.
Yes, Johnny. Thank you.
And now to get to work, whether I liked it or not. I took the cab to the townhouse, dumped my bags, then back to Chicago in the office of Lawrence Comstock, Tri-Mutual's representative. He was waiting for me.
Well, Johnny, you sure walked into something this time.
Thick one, Larry?
You don't know. You don't know the half of it. The $1.5 million of it.
You gave Pat McCracken back in Hartford the idea that Lamar's death might be murder.
I think it is. I really think it is, Johnny.
Why?
Tom Lamar was one of the best friends I ever had.
He should have been. Your commission on the insurance he was carrying was enough to set you up for life.
Oh, no, Johnny, don't talk like that. Tom was a good friend of mine, quite aside from business. I sold him his very first policy years ago, and he was just a bookkeeper for Atlas Processing Company, earning $70 a week. And when he married Delise...
Delise?
That's his wife, who died 5 years ago.
Oh.
That policy was only for $2,500, straight life.
So?
Well, you know how little my commission was on that. But I liked him. I saw that he had a spark about him, that with the proper kind of encouragement, he could go places. And he did.
Yeah, so I understand. I understand that Lamar Metal Products is a really big thing.
General Metal Fabricators just bought them out.
Oh?
Yes, and Tom was getting all ready to retire. Spend the rest of his days having fun, golf, fishing, winters in California, and summers in Minnesota, that sort of thing. And taking care of Vonnie, his adopted daughter.
Yeah. Kind of worth taking care of, too.
Eh?
I know her, Larry. Met her in La Jolla, California.
Oh, then you...
Brought her back here to face the sad fact of her father's death.
Why, I didn't... Oh, yes, of course. The family doctor, Ed Wilson. I should have realized. He sent a telegram to Vonnie to the same place you were, in La Jolla. She's a wonderful girl, John.
You're telling me. But, Larry...
Yes?
Something you told Pat McCracken back in Hartford has led him to think that possibly Thomas Lamar was murdered.
Johnny, in the years I've known Tom Lamar...
Yeah?
I've not only known him, but I've known his family.
Well?
And much of his affairs, personal as well as business.
Well?
His wife, Delise, I would have married her long ago if I'd been able.
Oh, get to the point, Larry.
Oh, yes, of course. And his daughter, Vonnie. I wish she'd been my daughter, my child.
Come on, Larry, come on, get at it.
She's a wonderful girl.
You said that.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, there were things in her past, Vonnie's past, that even her mother and later her father didn't know about. But I did.
For heaven's sake, man, get to the point.
You too?
Yes, me too. Yeah, me. The confirmed bachelor. Take him or leave him. Have fun. Forget him. Make a big... Come on, Larry.
Listen, Johnny. Now listen carefully. Dr. E.T. Wilson, Ed Wilson, an old friend of mine as well as Tom.
Yes?
It was Ed who made the last insurance examination 4 months ago. Thomas Rene Lamar was in better health than you are. After all, he was only 59, and he'd lived a careful life, taking good care of himself.
Well, go on.
We were sure of his physical condition, sure of it. That's why I let him add to his already large policy.
Larry, you've told Pat McCracken, and you've admitted to me that you think Thomas Lamar was murdered.
Yes, John. Because of one man.
Who?
The one man who shared his confidences, business and personal.
Yeah?
Who was closer to him than even Ed Wilson or me.
Well, who?
One man who alone could be sure of benefiting by Tom Lamar's death.
Oh, look, Larry, that bush you're beating around is getting bigger and bigger.
It's so simple, John, so discouragingly simple.
All right, Larry, all right. Take it any way you like. I'm here for 2 reasons. Because I'm assigned to this case, and because of Vonnie.
Yes, I know.
Now, who is it you suspect?
The man Vonnie is really in love with.
Oh.
I'm sorry, John.
Now, here's our star to tell you about tomorrow's intriguing episode of this week's story.
Tomorrow, some stuff I didn't want to hear, but I had to. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Hey, Johnny, listen. This is Steve.
Steve?
You know, Steve Yoakum.
Oh, yeah, way out there in, where is that, Steve?
Kalispell, Montana.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Four-State Mutual.
Right. Well, what seems to be the trouble, Steve?
Listen, can you fly on out here right away, Johnny?
Sure, I guess so. What's up?
One of my clients, John Turner Whitcomb. Rich old man. Got him insured for nearly $500,000.
And?
Well, if what it looks like has happened, the company's going to be out almost $1 million. You know, 'cause of the double indemnity.
For accidental death.
Yeah. If, like I say, that is the way it's happened. I mean, if it's happened at all.
Well, is he dead or isn't he?
That's the trouble. I don't know. Not for sure.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's what you better get on out here and find out for us.
All right.
And if he is dead, whether it was accidental or it wasn't, but if he isn't dead, well, that we got to know about, too. But if he is...
All right, Steve. I'll be out to see you.
What I mean is... okay, Johnny.
Right.
Listen, if you can catch a plane tonight, you ought to get here sometime in the morning. I'll be waiting for you at the airport.
Well, first I'd better check a schedule and Hello? Hello? Okay, Rattlebrain, I'll be there.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the 4-State Mutual Insurance Company office in Kalispell, Montana. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Yak mystery matter. Expense account item 1, 10 cents for a morning paper. After carefully checking meteorological reports for a slant on the weather in northwestern Montana, I made sure to throw some gloves, heavy woolen socks, and a set of long-handled underwear into my luggage. Item 2, $5 for a cab to Bradley Field. Item 3, $145.50, plane fare. It was almost 9:30 a.m. by the time we sat down at the small but prosperous-looking city of Kalispell. And true to his word, young Steve Yoakum was there at the airport. We piled ourselves and my luggage into a Jeep that had the side curtains up, but no heater, and then took off.
Now, reaching back of you, Johnny. Swap that top coat of yours for a sheepskin you'll find back there. You're going to need it where we're going.
Well, where's that, Steve?
40 miles up to the Yak.
The what?
Up near a town called Yak, if you can call it a town. Just a glorified crossroads. Maybe 40, 50 people living around there. Put it on. You'll need it.
Well, you're the doctor, Steve.
Yeah, we're going in real snow country.
You still haven't told me why.
Oh, that client of ours, John Turner Whitcomb, made a lot of dough in lumber. When his wife died, he retired.
So?
He and his good-looking daughter, Valerie, it's his only child, and her husband, Lou Larson, took off last week for a little vacation. Little hunting, maybe, out of Shorty Besson's camp. That's up in the rugged country east of Yak, over near Lost Horse Mountain.
And what's happened to him?
Well, I got a call from Shorty Besson just before I called you. Seems the weather had calmed down for a couple of days, and Whitcomb and the kids took some gear and horses and went out hunting.
Hunting at this time of year? What for, Steve?
Well, that's what I don't understand. But they went out anyway. Over Shorty's protest.
Oh?
They not only didn't come back, but Shorty hasn't been able to find hide nor hair of them.
Oh, fine. "90 miles out of Kalispell on Route 2, we stopped for lunch at the colorful sawmill town of Libby, a kind of headquarters and main supply point for the logging operations in that area. And then we cut north on one of the worst roads that I'd ever traveled. Yeah, the snow plows had been through, but that was all. And what's more, it clouded up. And then what started out as a cold drizzle turned into a heavy, wet snowfall in the middle of May yet. Steve had called it rugged country, and he wasn't kidding. Most of what we passed through was heavy forest land, spots almost impenetrable, except perhaps for the logging trails here and there, lots of big trees, jungle of heavy, tangled undergrowth. Not a good place to get lost.
Mighty good hunting country, too, Johnny. I mean, when the weather's good. Lots of deer and bear and wolves, mountain lions, lots of things.
At Yak, we stopped long enough to fill up with gas. That's item 4, $4.70. And then plunged into the deep forest. going eastward on, believe it or not, an even worse piece of road, following a vague sort of wagon path through the trees and the heavy snow. Only a four-wheel drive would ever have made it. It was after 5 p.m. by the time we finally got to Shorty Besson's camp. But there, in the big log cabin, or rather lodge, Mrs. Besson, a bright-eyed, sprightly old lady, took one look at our frost-bitten faces, sat us down in front of a roaring fire. And that stone fireplace was big enough to walk into. Logs burning in it were over a foot thick. And then she poured us full of strong, steaming coffee, heavily laced with rum. And I began to feel warm for the first time in hours.
Well, I told him, Mr. Dolly.
Yeah, Shorty?
Yes, sir. Shorty told Mr. Whittaker and those young kids they oughtn't to pack out in those woods without him going along with them.
Yes, sir. I told him, Mr. Dolly. I told him likely there might be another snow coming up, too.
But Mr. Whittaker just wouldn't listen to him. Here, now, have some more of this.
Oh, no, thanks, Mrs. Besson.
Oh, name's Kate, and you know you need this. You two still look a little blue around the gills from the cold out there.
Thank you.
Put some more rum in it, Shorty.
Oh, sure, Kate.
You too, Mr. Yoakum.
Huh? Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Whittaker just wouldn't listen. Him having been such a great hunter all over the world so much, over in Africa, over in Kilimanjaro and India and all those other places he talks about, all around high mountains, all kinds of weather. Just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, just wouldn't listen.
Ask me. I think he was trying to prove with that son-in-law that young Larson was really a man up in this country.
But at least he promised they'd be back the next morning, so, well, I let him take some of the horses and go.
Then it snowed a bit that night.
Yeah, it snowed a bit.
When they didn't come back, well, that's when Shorty rounded up the Branson boys and Sid Keeler from over near the ranger station. They started looking.
Yeah, yes, sir. They started looking. Up until dark yesterday and most of today.
On account of that snow, they couldn't even find their tracks.
No, couldn't find their tracks. And they hadn't said where they was going to, so all we could do is look at all the likely places, but we didn't find a sign of them.
Well, then, Steve, how did you expect me to find them when these people who know this country so well can't do it?
Well, I know, Johnny, but...
No, wait. Listen.
What is it, Shorty?
Why, yes, that's a horse out there.
Oh, maybe they're back. They're all right after all. Come on, boys.
Right. No. Look.
What's that?
Johnny.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Shorty? What is it?
It's that son-in-law, young Larson, out there.
Well, don't just stand around outside there talking about it. Get him in here.
Yeah, but he's just laying there in the saddle like
Come on. Let's see if he's still okay.
Larson, you still alive?
Steve, give me a hand with him. Help me get him out of that saddle.
Sure, Johnny. Here now.
He's still alive, Mr. Dollar?
I don't know, Shorty. I don't know.
Well, get him inside here where I can do him some good.
Right, easy now, Steve. Easy with him.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, I'll take care of the horse.
Lou Larson was still alive. And I wondered how a city boy, that was obvious from his soft hands and pale complexion, his general build, I wondered how he had managed to survive when the others... But it was well into the night by the time Kate brought him around, enough to tell us what had happened.
They're dead. They're dead, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Whitcomb and my Valerie.
Oh, that poor, lovely little girl.
Where, Lou, and how did it happen?
Somewhere on the south slope of Lost Horse Mountain.
Yeah.
At least, that's where Mr. Whitcomb said we were.
Now, boy, you just get some more of this hot coffee inside of you.
Yeah, boy. Get some hot coffee in you.
Thanks. I'm feeling all right now, I think.
Go on, Lou. What happened?
When the snow came, he said we better make camp, not try to get back here.
Now, that was wrong of him. He'd have known this country at all.
I wondered about that, too, Kate. It was getting dark. He found a kind of shelter and built a fire. It was under some big rocks beside a real deep crevice.
On the side of the Lost Horse Mountain?
Yes.
Oh, Lordy, that was Dead Man's Hole.
It's very narrow. Very deep.
It's a death trap. That's all it is, a death trap.
It's a death trap. That's what it is.
Told me to go look around for some more wood while he and Val try to make camp.
But a fire under the snow that piles up there?
Dollar, if my horse hadn't followed me, we'd have died out there, too. Maybe it would have been better if I'd stayed with him, with Valerie, and died with her.
Easy now.
She was my wife, Mr. Dollar. I loved her very much.
I know, Lou. Go on, please.
I only got a couple of 100 feet away when I heard that terrible sound. Like thunder.
An avalanche. That's what it was.
And I looked back.
And that's what's taken the lives of more people in that awful chasm. It's a death trap, I tell you.
It's a death trap.
Go on, Lou.
All I could see was thousands of tons of snow and rocks falling down where I'd left them, rolling everything, even their horses, into that chasm. It was terrible. Terrible.
All right. Now, son, you just take yourself another drink of this, and then you sleep a while.
Thank you, Kate. I'm so tired. So tired.
Sure you are. Here, you men help him into bed.
Yeah, come on, Shorty, give me a hand.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Dollar. We'll put him in what was Mr. Whitcomb's room. It'll be warmer there.
That's a good idea. It'll also give me a chance to...
What's the matter, sir?
Come on. Let's get him to bed.
It's, getting kind of late, Mr. Dollar. The other folks are all asleep.
How far is it to that canyon, Shorty?
Oh, a couple hours if you know the way. If you don't know the way, in this kind of weather, it could take a couple of days, like it did young Larson. Awful easy to get lost out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're thinking of going out and try and find them, Mr. Dollar, there's no point in it.
Why do you say that?
Well, like Kate said, they're not the first to have fell in Dead Man's Hole. But nobody's body's ever been drug out of it.
Why not?
It's too deep, too dangerous, too easy to start more rocks sliding down inside of it.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Most anything would start a slide there. Build a fire under the snow overhang on top of that rock he was talking about, you'd start a snow avalanche.
Really?
Just fire a shot on some of the smaller rocks on the side, you'd start them tumbling down. Why, even a little animal walking around up there would do it.
See my credentials?
Oh, it's happened many times, Mr. Dollar. Read up in all the books that ever been wrote about this part of the country. Yeah. Well, now, Mr. Dollar, I don't know about you, but it's late and everybody else is to bed, so why don't you and me hit the sack too, huh? Nothing more we can do tonight anyhow.
You go ahead. I'll be along shortly. I don't know what I was really looking for there in Lou Larson's room. And I had to be very quiet. But then, in one of his suitcases, under a pile of shirts, was a piece of a topographical map. A map of the area surrounding Lost Horse Mountain. At one point on the south side was a check mark at what was obviously a very deep, narrow canyon. And there was a book, too. The Legend of Lost Horse Mountain. All right. Reason for suspicion? Sure. But that was all. Or was it all? The next morning was surprisingly enough quite warm, though heavy storm clouds raced across the sky.
You never know this time of year, Mr. Dollar. One day it'll be hot like this. Next it'll be freezing up again, or maybe snow.
I knew now that I had to have a look down into Dead Man's Hole. And before another avalanche could fill it up some more.
It happens 8, 10, 15 times a year. They'll never fill up that big chasm. Washes out in the summer floods anyhow.
Over his protest, Shorty and I set out on a couple of the horses, armed with pick and shovel and a pair of binoculars. As for Steve Yoakum, who'd struck me as being pretty useless in a situation like this, I left him behind to look after young Larson still asleep in Whitcomb's bed.
I don't like those clouds, Mr. Dollar. Chances are we're going to get a lot of rain.
Well, it's a chance we'll have to take.
But if you think I'm going to let you lower yourself down in Dead Man's Hole to look for a couple of bodies that are probably all covered up anyway...
Sorry, Shorty, but I have to. Now, let's get there before this storm breaks. But we didn't. And when a storm hits that part of the country, it isn't fooling. Together, Shorty and I stood on the lower, the firm edge of that canyon, the only safe part of it, across from where the others had been.
Look! There they are, down there.
I see them.
The rain has melted away the snow that covered them up. But we'll never get to them.
Let me have those field glasses.
Oh, sure, here.
Thanks.
This rain will also cover them up again with all the rocks and stuff it'll wash down there, and that'll be the end of them.
Oh, no, it won't, Shorty. Break out those ropes and help me down there.
Now, don't you try it, Dollar.
Come on. Help me rig a line.
Now, I tell you, you're crazy.
Sure, I was crazy. But what I'd seen in the glasses had told me that Mr. Whitcomb and his daughter had been murdered. Before they'd been thrown into that canyon. Bullet holes in their heads. Slowly, I worked my way down toward them, careful not to dislodge any rocks or rain-soaked clumps of gravel. And now, even without the glasses, I could see the bullet holes.
Now that you're sure, come on back here. Come on back up, Dollar.
Just another few feet so I can get a line on them and we can... What was that?
That wasn't no thunder. Dollar, that was a rifle shot.
I know.
From lengthwise down the canyon. It hit that rock on the other side, broke it loose.
I know.
Look out! Another avalanche! Dollar!
How Shorty Bessem ever managed to haul me up out of that pit of death with tons and tons of rock and mud pouring down all around me from the far side of the chasm, I'll never know. But somehow he did. And then, panting from exhaustion, we lay there well back from the edge, the blessed rain in our faces.
I'm sure they was rifle shots, Dollar. I'm sure of it. And when I saw one of the key rocks blasted away over there and start another slide again...
And I'm betting it was the same rifle that was used to kill Whitcomb and his daughter before they were thrown down in there.
Young Larson.
He knew how easy it was to start a slide at this spot from a book that he'd read. One of those that you talked about. And he knew that nobody but a fool like me would try to come here and look for those bodies.
Well, why, Dollar? Why?
Money.
Oh.
Whitcomb didn't like him, did he?
No, sir. That's true.
Kate said that Whitcomb brought him out here to see if he was really a man.
Yes, sir, that's true.
And that means he didn't like having young Larson married to his daughter, in line to share all of his money when he died. Valerie was his only child.
That's true, too, Dollar.
But why should Lou share it? By getting rid of both of them, he could have it all.
That is true.
Sure it is.
But he seemed awful sorry about losing that Valerie.
Oh, sure. He broke right down and cried.
That he did.
Sure he did. But he also recovered pretty darn quickly, Shorty, in order to go on with his explanation of what was supposed to have happened out here.
That's true, too.
But believe me, the only reason that Larson ever married that girl was to get his hands on the old man's money. Certainly never did any work with those hands of his.
So maybe Kate is right. I mean, despite the way she's taken care of him after he came in, well, she just didn't like him, didn't trust him.
Wait a minute, Shorty.
Huh?
If he's still around here and armed with a gun, I mean those shots.
Oh, he was still asleep when we left, and that insurance man, that Steve Yoakum, is watching over him.
He was supposed to be watching him. He could have slipped away from Steve.
Now, maybe Larson saw the slide and thought it killed us both and went back.
Maybe. But if he is still around...
Right here, Dollar.
Huh?
Now, don't move, either of you.
Put down that rifle now, Lou.
Not a chance, Shorty.
Then all I said was true, huh, Lou?
Of course it was, Dollar. But nobody else will ever know it. How nice of you to come out here. We're another rock slide, and this time a big one will take care of you.
What you gonna do, Larson?
Very stupid of you, Dollar, to go through my things last night.
Wasn't it pretty stupid of you to come out here after us?
Who came where? So far as anyone knows, when I left the lodge, it was simply to wander aimlessly about in the woods, in a sort of delirium, following my state of near exhaustion.
That pretended state of exhaustion.
Fooled you, didn't I? And Shorty and his wife, even that stupid insurance man.
I should have realized your horse Betsy was in too good shape when you brought her in last night.
Of course, Shorty, because Betsy and I had been perfectly comfortable in your hay shed, the other side of the property, all the time we were supposed to be missing.
So, now you got to us. What you gonna do, Larson?
Me? Nothing. You're going to do it for me. Up on your feet now.
Huh?
I said up on your feet. Come on.
Well, sure, but...
Be very careful, Dollar. I warn you.
You have the gun, Lou.
Now back up. Back up.
Way into that canyon?
You too, Dollar.
No, it'll kill us.
It's either that or a bullet, Shorty. Back up.
Better look behind you, Lou.
Come off it, Dollar. That old gag won't work. Now back up.
Sorry, Lou.
And you give me no choice.
He means it, Dollar. He means that he's going to shoot you.
I doubt it.
Shorty is right, Dollar. You're going now. You're going...
Now, get his rifle, Shorty.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir. But that gunshot, Mr. Dollar, where'd it come from?
I'm sorry, Johnny. Almost didn't make it.
Mr. Yokel.
You're telling me, Steve?
When he sneaked out of the lodge, I thought instead of stopping him, I'd better follow, see what he was up to.
And you were suspicious of him, too, huh?
Well, sure, but man, with him making such time for a guy supposed to be all in, and me not used to walking so far, well, I almost didn't make it, and I'm sorry.
You did all right, Steve.
You sure did, son.
So the laws of succession take over, and somebody else gets the insurance and the old man's estate. And as for Lou Larson, well, even hanging's too good for that kind. Expense account total, including the trip home, $207.75. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star with an important message and a few words about next week's story.
The CBS radio network and this station are both very much a part of National Radio Month. But the figures show that you, the listener, are just as much a part of the celebration. You take part every month of every year with your purchases of new radio sets. Today, there's an all-time record number of radio sets in use. Today, there are more listeners than ever. And the number one network for the best sound around is, of course, CBS Radio. And now, next week, the stock in trade matter. And the stock I'm talking about is just exactly that, stock. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato, Jr., musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Robert Dryden as Shorty, Bill Lipton as Steve, Athena Lord as Kate, and Alan Manson as Lou Larson. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Art Hanna speaking. This is the CBS Radio Network.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as...
Johnny Dollar.
Philip Martin, Johnny, I've got a job for you.
Fine. What is it?
Mr. Carl Baskerville is insured with us.
I've heard the name.
Retired, wealthy.
That's the best way.
His brother is the beneficiary. Baskerville called us a little while ago and said he wanted the money to go to a charity in case of his death.
What made him change his mind?
He thinks his brother's out to kill him.
Oh, that's charming. What do you want me to do?
He's insured for $500,000, Johnny.
You just made me a bodyguard.
At least until we found out how true Baskerville's story is. We did some checking. 6 years ago, he sent his brother William to prison for absconding with company funds. William was released from state prison a week ago.
Oh, yeah. That's where I've heard the name. I remember the case.
Now, it's a strange setup. Sends his brother to jail, names him as beneficiary. Wants it changed because he says his brother's going to kill him.
Cain and Abel really started something, didn't they?
Edmund O'Brien in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Baskerville matter. Expense account item 1, 3887, train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York, after receiving from you the necessary information concerning Mr. Carl Baskerville. Expense account item 2, 750, cab fare between Grand Central and Baskerville's home on Long Island. The house was set back from the road, hidden by tall trees, and surrounded by several acres of well-kept lawns and gardens. I walked up the long gravel path to the front door and knocked. I lit a cigarette and waited. The afternoon sun was warm on the back of my neck, and the air smelled of wet grass and bright flowers.
Yes?
I turned around to see the biggest man since Goliath. He was close to 7 feet and must have weighed in at about 280. He was nice-looking and wearing a well-cut blue suit, probably made from the best part of a tent.
Can I do something for you?
Bend over. I'm getting a stiff neck. I'm Johnny Dollar. I'm here representing...
Oh, yes, Columbia All Risk. They called and said you were on your way. Come in. I'm Mr. Baskerville's personal secretary. Mr. Baskerville is expecting you.
The big man led the way through the big house, through the big French doors that opened on the big garden. Carl Baskerville was sitting in a chair, feeding the birds. He was reaching his late 50s with the sour look of a man that didn't want to. As he tossed the breadcrumbs out on the gravel walk, a big diamond on his little finger flashed in the sun.
Mr. Baskerville.
Oh, Collins. Who's that with you?
The man from the insurance company.
Pull up a chair and sit down, young man.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Dollar, Johnny Dollar, Mr. Baskerville.
Yes, your company called me, eh? I'm just feeding the little birds. Here, Birdie. Birdie! I've been doing it for some time now.
Swell.
What are you standing around for, Collins? I want to talk to Mr. Dollar in private.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. If you need me, I'll be in the study.
I won't need you.
Yes.
How tall is he?
6 feet 9 inches. He's been with me for some time. I've been retired for 5 years, Mr. Dollar. I always wanted to spend my afternoons in the garden feeding the birds. I used to get up at 6 and go to work and have breakfast and look out of that window right over there. I used to see the little birds. I always said that someday I'd spend my afternoons out here feeding the little fellow.
Glad you made it.
All right.
Mr. Baskerville, I was sent here.
I know why you were sent here. Sit down. Mr. Dollar, I'm 57. I spent most of my life making money, making a success of myself. Success in terms of what you consider success.
That's an interesting statement.
How is it? Why'd you say that?
How do you know what I consider the norm of success?
Isn't money important to you?
Sure, it has to be.
How important?
Very, but not all important.
Oh, yes. Well, what else is important to you, Mr. Dollar?
A lot of things.
Don't be evasive. Tell me something.
A philosophy.
Oh, philosophy. I see. What kind of a philosophy?
Not taking people for granted.
Oh, I see. Here, you feed the birds for a while. Go on. Makes you feel real good.
Sure. Here, Birdie. Birdie.
Oh, that's fine.
Get a load of that one. He thinks he's a pheasant.
Yes, he's a greedy one. He always does that.
They're a lot like people, aren't they?
I suppose you know about my brother, Mr. Dollar?
William Baskerville. Worked for you 6 years ago. Supposedly took some company funds.
Definitely took some. $100,000.
Sent to state prison for 10 years. Was paroled last week after serving 6. You're insured with Columbia All Risk for $500,000, and your brother is the beneficiary.
That is correct.
Now you want to change.
That is again correct.
Want to tell me some more about your brother?
No, your company's worried. Is that it?
$500,000 worth.
I suppose you consider it strange I'd send my brother to prison, and then make him my beneficiary.
I guess strange is a good word.
I don't particularly care if you believe this or not, but I hated to prosecute my brother. But he was guilty, and it became more than just a family matter. There were stockholders to be considered, and his guilt was discovered before I could do anything. You're not feeding those birds.
I'm out of crumbs.
Oh, here. Take some right here. Now feed that little fellow out here. He's the timid one. He doesn't get as much as the others. You know, you're right about them being like people. The timid ones never get enough and generally fall by the wayside.
You made your brother your beneficiary, and now you want to change it.
Yeah, well, only as a precaution. With my money out of the way, perhaps William will think twice before he attempts anything foolish. I'm having my will changed, too. You see, I originally left my entire estate to him.
What makes you think he might try?
This letter. This will do.
Okay. I spent 5 years knitting you, but I learned a trade. I used it drawing blueprints for your shroud.
Poor William always did go for the dramatic.
When'd you get this?
I got it yesterday. It's the first I've heard from William since he went to prison.
Well, we'll never get a Pulitzer Award.
Yeah, William always did go in for the dramatic. Since boyhood, he's envied my get up and go. We never got along. And it was even too much for my poor mother. She died very young.
Probably overworked from knitting straitjackets.
What's that? Don't be flippant, young man. That was uncalled for.
Yeah, I guess it was. And I have a strange habit of getting flippant when I get confused. I'm confused, Mr. Baskerville.
Yeah. Well, William is the last of the Baskervilles. Hothead, childish, weak, and insecure. But he's a Baskerville. If he kills me, he'll be caught. If he doesn't gain by my untimely death, he may reconsider. I still have hopes of a reconversion, so to speak.
The regeneration of a Baskerville.
If you will. Perhaps when he calms down and forgets his last 6 years, we'll talk. And then I plan on renaming him as my sole heir.
Uh-huh.
Are you still confused, Mr. Dollar?
You haven't contacted him?
I told you didn't know where I was.
Somebody out looking for him?
Of course not. Why?
Because I think somebody should be. If you're going to remove the temptation, it might be a good idea to inform William. How's he going to know he's been momentarily disinherited?
Man?
Yes, Mr. Baskerville?
Well, I must admit.
If you don't want to call the police, I'd suggest a private detective.
Yes, but there's no telling how much time.
It's better than feeding the birds. Can you think of anyone who might know where your brother is?
Well, perhaps I can. There was a girl before William went to prison. I'm not even sure she's still in New York.
What's her name?
Carter. Virginia Carter. Lived someplace in the village. I only met her once, 6 years ago.
And hire yourself a good private detective in a hurry and tell him about this Virginia Carter. She might know where William is.
Yeah, all right.
In the meantime, I'd recommend that the change of beneficiary be hurried up.
Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm going to finish feeding my birds.
Yeah, sure.
Good day, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, here. I had a few crumbs left over.
Oh, well, thanks. Hey, buddy. Buddy!
I left him sitting with his friends. He'd have one good deed to take along with him. I went back through the French doors and started back through the house. I got as far as the hallway. It's Baskerville. Oh, swell. He was sitting in the chair with a bullet hole just over his heart. His head was resting on his chest, and he still held the breadcrumbs in his hand. He seemed to be smiling like he knew he was going to be able to feed the birds for a long time.
Mr. Baskerville! Mr. Baskerville! Good Lord.
Where were you?
What?
Where were you?
In the library. I heard the shot. I saw William.
Where?
Over there at the far end of the garden. He had a gun. He turned and ran.
Let's call homicide.
Renner's homicide.
Lieutenant, this is Johnny Dollar.
Well, hello. Haven't heard from you in a month.
I've got a killing for you.
Who?
I'm out at the Baskerville estate.
The Baskerville?
He used to be Carl Baskerville. He was shot a few minutes ago in his garden.
Oh, William did it. I saw William with a gun.
What?
Baskerville's secretary says he saw William Baskerville with a gun.
The brother? fellow just got out of state?
That's right. I'm here because Carl thought William was going to kill him. He showed me a letter. Holy...
A letter?
Get out here. I think I just made the mistake of my career. I shoved Collins aside and ran back out in the garden. Baskerville was still smiling, and things looked about the same. I went through his coat pockets and found what I was looking for. Nothing. The threatening letter from William was gone. I went back in the library faster than I'd come out. I remembered what Baskerville had said about a girl named Carter. I grabbed a phone book on a wild hunch and started looking up the Carters in Greenwich. Only one Virginia in that part of town, so I said a quiet prayer to the gods that be, visioned my employer's reaction when they found out their investigator had been on hand when they lost a cool $500,000, and called a cab in the hopes that I might at least save half a face. I told Collins not to touch anything and to wait for Lieutenant Brenner's. Expense account item 3, $8.75 cab fare to Greenwich Village. It was a long shot, but it could be the same girl that had known Martin. I went up the stairs of an old brownstone and knocked on the door. When it finally opened, I got the quickest scalding in history. She was wearing something thin enough to make a silkworm hang himself.
Yes?
I bet you had a hard time finding something to wear in July.
I'm not cold-blooded. What's on your mind?
I'd like to know about William Baskerville.
Oh, that one. I haven't seen him in years.
Maybe you've got a picture of him?
I've got lots of pictures. There might be one of William somewhere.
Well, let's look through the whole flock. I've got lots of time.
Before I let you in, you'd better tell me your name. I don't want you to steal anything from me.
Honey, if anybody stole anything from you, they'd get their fingers burned off at the elbows.
Come in.
She opened the door and led me into the living room, sat down. The shades were drawn, and I had a hard time finding the couch.
Oh.
Pardon me, I'm flying blind
You
here.
must have studied Braille.
Well, how do we look at the pictures with a magic lantern?
I thought maybe you wanted to relax a minute.
Put something in a glass. I'll cool down.
I don't drink. Never keep the stuff around.
Doesn't leave you much of a field. What do you major in?
Cigarettes. Have one?
Yeah.
I haven't got a match.
Just hold on to it. It'll light up.
I think I'd better get the pictures. I'll be right back.
I get lonesome in the dark.
I'll just be a second. Turn on the radio.
Where is it?
By your elbow.
Oh.
That's nice.
Picked it out myself.
You can start with these. If William isn't in this file, I've got lots more. You're not in a hurry, are you?
Not a bit.
Good. This might run into overtime.
We will return you to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. Saddle up the sofa and ride off to adventure with CBS Radio every Saturday night. That's when most of these same stations bring you the Gene Autry Show and Bill Boyd as Hopalong Cassidy. Rustlers don't stand a chance. Crooks of the range go down under fire when those two riders for justice, Gene Autry and Hopalong Cassidy, empty their holsters. Enjoy their latest adventures tonight on CBS Radio. Now with our star, Edmund O'Brien, we bring you the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Virginia Carter wasn't worried about working late. There was only one trouble with the job. It was tough keeping my mind on two things at once. It was like trying to read a mail order catalog in front of a blast furnace. She sat close to me and handed me one picture at a time, describing each guy in the photographs. I've seen draft boards with smaller clientele. Several times she stopped and looked at one of the pictures, smiled, and passed the guy to me. I was going to mention an old snapshot I had of myself when she tapped one of the collection with a polished fingernail.
William Baskerville. Here he is.
Figured to be sooner or later. How long ago was this taken?
Well, I couldn't say exactly, but I guess about 6 years.
You should keep a file.
William was a nice guy, had money. Showed me a good time.
What else do you know about him?
He has a brother with a checking account at Fort Knox.
William have any unusual habits?
A few. They wouldn't help you find him.
Well...
Oh, I remember something. He used to play the saxophone.
Hobby?
No, not exactly. He played around town with several small bands. He used to pick me up after work and we'd go to a dive someplace and he'd sit in. He loved it. He was a nut on jazz.
You make money at it?
I guess so. Before he went to work for his brother. I don't think his brother liked him playing sax.
Okay, honey, thanks. I'll stop around again sometime. Take a look at your parlor.
Must have been a nice soft web.
All right, if I take William with me?
Not if you bring a picture back to yourself.
Maybe I'll just bring a camera. You can take it yourself.
Good. That's why I keep the room so dark.
I hated to leave, but my hair was already curly enough. She had given me one lead. William was a musician of sorts, and sometimes he made money at it. I started across the street to catch another cab, and I was halfway there when I heard the car. It was an old trick. You drive by fast, open your door, and if anyone is in the way, he winds up with a face full of automobile. I ducked in a hurry. I picked myself up and thought about chasing it, but he was so far down the street I couldn't even get the license number. Expense account item 4, $3.35. Another cab to local 802 of the Musicians Union. I went in, and a little short guy with a twitch looked up at me from behind a big desk.
Yeah, something I can do for you, Pops?
That twitch?
Yeah. Too much pop.
You know William Baskerville plays sax?
Has he got a card?
He makes money.
Well, if he ain't, he better have.
See if he does. I'm an old friend, and I'd like to get in touch with him. Between twitches, he found what I was looking for. William had just renewed his card. It didn't show a home address, but his mail was being sent to one of the swing joints on 52nd Street. I said thanks and left the little man in the middle of a twitch. Expense account item 5, $3.85. Still another cab to the address on 52nd Street.
On a table, huh?
I'm looking for William Baskerville.
Baskerville?
Plays the sax.
Yeah, you'll have to ask one of the musicians. I don't pay no attention to the music. Tone deaf.
Thanks. Can I bother you for a minute?
No, but you can talk to me. Move and lean on the piano.
Know William Baskerville?
Sure. He blows here.
Where is he?
He's off tonight. He got a phone call and took off. Why?
I want to find him.
He took off. He left rehearsal and just took off.
Was he headed someplace?
Sure. Everybody's headed someplace. You can't go nowhere without heading someplace.
I never quite looked at it that way. What time did he leave?
About 4:30. What do you want Willie for?
I got a message for him.
You a cop?
What makes you think so?
I don't think so. I was just asking. I just thought maybe, not for sure.
What?
What do you mean, what?
How do you feel?
Oh, the end. Sometime when I got the patience, I'll tell you all about it, but don't bug me now, though.
Here's 5. Come down and tell me where William Baskerville lives.
I'll take the 5, but I'm staying right where I am. I like you.
I may cry.
You're putting me on now.
You've got my 5.
5? Oh, yeah. What did it buy you?
An address.
Crazy.
I want William Baskerville.
Okay, I can't make this much longer anyway. 69 East 12th Street.
Thanks.
Solid.
Expense account item 6, cab number 4, 75 cents to the home of Brother Baskerville. I climbed the stairs of a beat-up building and stopped at a door on the 3rd floor. According to the landlord, Brother Baskerville's room was on the other side. I tried my knuckles again and put my ear to the door. I couldn't figure it out at first. It was a strange sound, the light scraping like a rope over wood. I tried the door. I'd been right on both counts. It was rope and it was rubbing on wood. Because Brother Baskerville was making the sound effects, but he was doing it the hard way. He was on one end of the rope, hanging by his neck. He was turning slowly like a weather vane in a soft breeze. A chair was tipped over at his feet, and there was a phone on a table. I crossed to it and was about to call Lieutenant Brenner's when I looked at the dead man again, and my stomach jumped up and kicked my mind into high gear. I walked back to him and picked up the chair. What I saw threw the suicide theory right out of the window. If he had used the chair to stand on, he would have still needed a ladder just to tie the rope to the rafters. I've seen a couple of guys that hang themselves, but never one that jumped 4 feet in the air to do it. I shoved the chair under him just to make sure. He cleared it by a good foot. Hello?
Hello, William?
He's tied up right now.
Who is this? Hello, who is this?
Sometimes you get lucky. A guy would have to be congenitally deaf to Miss Virginia Carter's lovely voice. She'd been lying when she told me she didn't know where William lived, and I just have a natural aversion to lying women, especially when they're mixed up in a murder. You guessed it. Expense account item 7, cab fare, $1.55 back to Greenwich in Virginia Carter's dark room.
Well, Mr. Dollar, did you bring your camera?
We'll play spin the bottle some other time. How'd you know my name?
Why, you gave it to me this afternoon.
You're a bad liar. I'm coming in.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I'm expecting someone.
If it's who I think it is, you better hide all the rope in the house. Now move it.
Oh,
You heard from Collins yet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Only 2 people have lied to me today, you and Collins. You told me you didn't know where William lived, and you called him 10 minutes ago. Collins said he saw William standing in the garden with a gun, and a musician told me William didn't leave rehearsal until 4:30. I didn't leave the Baskerville home until 4.
Get out of here. I don't know anybody named Collins.
Okay, but Collins just killed William Baskerville. Oh, yes. He strangled him first and then stood on a chair and hung the body to a rafter.
How do you know it was Collins?
Because he forgot he's a foot taller than most guys. He gave William a boost, but he left him hanging too high.
Wait a minute.
He just left William waiting for oxygen.
You didn't say anything about killing William. I want to get out of this mess.
And slow down and tell me everything you know.
Well, I met him with William. William introduced me to him one night. After William went to prison, I started seeing Collins, and he told me that he'd been in some kind of a deal with William. They'd stolen some money, and that was why William went to prison. He went up and was supposed to split with Collins when he got out.
So William came back and wanted his share, and Collins killed him, huh?
I didn't know he was going to kill him. He forged some kind of a letter so that it would look like it came from Martin.
That's where the letter figured. He was going to kill Carl Baskerville and blame it on William.
He didn't say anything about killing anybody.
He killed him, then stole the letter. Looked like William had killed him and taken the letter to hide the motive.
Listen, Mr. Dollar.
Collins must have come in through the kitchen and started shooting. She went down like a diver with a bends and died on her face. He was trying for me when I jumped to one side and knocked over the only light burning in the room. He came close, but the flash of his gun gave him away, and I threw enough lead to fill a sink. Collins stumbled back into the kitchen, but he was dragging. I heard him drop, and I moved in after him. The moonlight slanted down through one of the windows and splashed out on the hard floor. He was lying in it, on his back, like he wanted to get that far anyway. You'd better give it up, Collins.
Forget it. No reason to kill you now.
Before you close your eyes, tell me something.
All right. It won't take too long.
Why didn't you go out and get William yourself? Why wait until I found him?
Couldn't take the chance. I knew the old man would have somebody. Start looking sooner or later. I killed him in the garden because I knew you'd make a good whip. Probably go looking for Virginia after he told you about her.
You called her and told her to tell me everything she knew.
That's right. Wanted you to find him, so it looked like a suicide.
You nearly got away with it. You just forgot how tall you were when you hanged William. You tried to run me down?
No. Just wanted to scare you. Make you think it was William.
I'll call an ambulance.
No. I got 3 of them. Should be raining out. Too nice a night to die.
Yeah, not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful night.
Yeah. Well, I can't use it. But I'll give it to you.
I called Brenner's, and he came over with his boys and cleaned it up. Virginia, the girl with the Rogues Gallery, was dead, and Collins wasn't long catching up. It was pretty simple. Collins and young Baskerville had taken $100,000 from the brothers' company, and William was caught. He did 6 years, knowing that when he got out, there would be $50,000 waiting. In the meantime, Collins had his girl, and enough time to think that $100,000 was better if it wasn't split in the middle. Collins framed William with a letter and then started killing. Expense account item 8, $23.45 dinner and incidentals covering the rest of the night up till the bars close. Expense account item 9, $10. a massage and steam bath. Item 10, another cab to Grand Central, 65 cents. Item 11, $38.55 train fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $137.27. Comments? Murder isn't so bad. A ride in any New York cab makes a killing look like a Sunday school taffy pull. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars Edmund O'Brien in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Wilbur Hatch. Edmund O'Brien can soon be seen starring in the Paramount Pictures Technicolor production, Silver City. Featured in tonight's cast were Stacey Harris, Bill Boucher, Howard McNear, Sidney Miller, and Virginia Gregg. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle.
This is Dan Cumberly inviting you to join us next week at this time when Edmund O'Brien returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Edmund O'Brien again. I'd like to speak to you for a moment about one of the most important duties of American citizens. Today, every American has an opportunity to share in our common defense effort. And right now, this opportunity has become a duty for all of us. The armed forces of the United States need blood, our blood. The Korean campaign has gravely depleted the supply on hand, and this must be replenished if we are to afford our servicemen the protection they are giving us. No matter what your age, sex, or station in life, you can contribute to American defense by donating a pint of your blood to the men of your Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines. Call your local blood donor center or Red Cross chapter today for an appointment. Remember, your donation of blood may save the life of a wounded serviceman. Give your blood today to save a life tomorrow.
Archer's grandmothers are due to arrive in force to add complications to the already busy existence of America's favorite teenager. This invasion of grandmothers is scheduled for tomorrow evening when you meet Corliss Archer on most of these same CBS radio stations. Listen for the family fun with Corliss and all her friends tomorrow night. Stay tuned now for the Vaughn Monroe Show, which follows immediately over most of these same stations. And remember, True Actions fans, never miss a case with Gangbusters Saturday night on the CBS Radio Network.
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Pat, haven't had an assignment from you in, several days.
Yes, I know. Now, listen, this expense account of yours.
Huh?
On that case you just finished.
Oh, now listen, Pat, after all these years, and I not only gave you a full report, but an itemized statement.
I know.
That expense account was completely legitimate from start to finish. Every single item was money out of my own pocket that I spent to solve that case.
What case?
The one you're talking about, the one I handled for you last week, whatever it was.
You don't remember what it was?
Well, what difference does it make? All I'm saying is that whatever expenses I put down there were completely justified.
Remember what the total came to?
Haven't the least idea.
Then let me remind
Oh,
you.
now look, that's
Johnny,
beside the point.
To exactly $12.30.
Well, I tell you, every penny of it was $12.30.
That's right. Now, do you blame me for thinking maybe you were sick or something?
Oh, no. And I thought you were... Okay, Pat, argument's over.
Only it isn't, Johnny.
Huh?
Not by a long shot.
You mean you are going to question that expense account?
No, I mean we never discussed a fee on that case.
Oh, well.
And in view of the fact that you had a pretty rough time of it and almost got yourself killed, well, I persuaded the company to slap on an extra fee of $500.
Oh, Pat, you are a doll. And I ought to slug you.
Instead, how about taking on another one?
Fee on this one, too?
We'll see.
I'll risk it.
Then grab a flight to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Contact Edward J. McNair at McNair's Emporium.
McNair's what?
The Emporium. That's one of the big department stores. Somebody lifted a few dollars out of their safe last Saturday.
How much?
Something over $400,000.
Wowee.
Yeah. Well?
Okay, Pat, I'm on my way.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Buffalo matter. Expense account item 1, $49.50 plane fare and incidentals to Buffalo, New York. Item 2, $8 even for taxi fares. After dropping my luggage at a hotel, I went over to the Emporium. In the big office on the top floor, I talked to Mr. McNair himself.
$421,216, according to the books.
Well, that's quite a loss, Mr. McNair.
And I suppose, Mr. Dollar, that to some extent it's my own fault. My fault.
Oh, why do you say that, sir?
Heaven knows John Harker suggested changing the procedure more than once.
John Harker?
Yes, my young personal assistant. Also company treasurer.
Oh, I see.
But I've run things single-handed the same old way for so long, and nothing like this ever happened before.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to tell me about it?
We've followed the same procedure every Saturday night for over 28 years, which is to say that as soon as the store was closed, each department head, in turn, brought his cash receipts up here to the treasurer.
This, John Harker.
Then Harker gave the department head a receipt, put the money in the vault, and that was that.
Well, sir, it seems to me it would have been a lot safer to have an armored car deliver that money to the depository of some bank during the day, maybe several times a day.
Exactly what John suggested some time ago. I suppose I should have listened to him.
Well, go on, sir.
Last Saturday, after we closed, things went along quite as usual. That is, until Mr. Ellery in Sporting Goods, always the last to bring his money to the vault, until he knocked on Harker's door.
Well, right on cue.
Excuse me. Come in.
Mr. McNair,
John, come in, please. I want you to meet Mr. Johnny Dollar. This is John Harker.
Mr. Dollar?
Hiya.
Dollar represents the insurance companies we trust will make good on our loss.
Well, I certainly hope you can make more progress than the police have, Mr. Dollar.
That bandage on your head have anything to do with the robbery, Harker?
Yes, it certainly has.
Terrible, isn't it? Now, sit down, John. Tell Mr. Dollar exactly what happened on Saturday night when Mr. Ellery came up to turn his cash over to you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, I'm afraid it was all my fault, Dollar.
Not a bit of it.
Yes, for being caught off guard.
All right, what happened?
Well, when Ellery knocked on the door of the vault room, I asked who it was. He told me, and,
Well, I should have known by his tone of voice that something was wrong.
Now, John, you're not to blame. This sort of thing could have happened to anybody. Even to me.
Thank you, Mr. McNair, but it doesn't alter the fact that... Well, Dollar, I went over and unlocked the door for Ellery. But instead of walking in, he was forcibly thrust into the room. The door was thrown back so hard, it knocked me down, knocked me unconscious.
Terrible.
And when I came to, the cash drawers of the vault were empty. The keys had been literally torn out of my pocket.
You should have a new suit for that, John.
Thank you, sir. Ellery, poor Mr. Ellery, lay there bound with adhesive tape after being badly beaten.
Did you see whoever it was came barging in that way?
If I hadn't been standing behind that door, I might have.
I see. What about this man, Ellery?
Tell him, John.
Yes, sir. Well, poor Ellery did catch a glimpse of him, but the man was wearing a sort of mask over his face.
He gave what description he could to the police, of course.
And, well, that's about it.
Thank you, John. Now go along.
Yes, sir.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Don't misunderstand me, Mr. Dollar, but I don't want to keep John around here any longer than necessary.
Well, but I'd
Dollar
like
wants to be around. I'll cancel the trip gladly.
Trip?
Of course. After what's happened, that knock on the head was pretty serious. John is taking my cruiser on a little trip.
Oh, well, I can't say I blame him.
So run
but
along,
now...
John. You can leave tonight as you planned.
Whatever you say, Mr. McNair.
Parker, wait a minute.
Your
please.
friend all ready to go with you?
Oh, I hope you don't mind my taking him along, sir.
Not a bit. Now run along. Run along. Have a good time. And a good rest.
Look,
Yes, sir.
it's customary.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Dollar, I suppose you'd like to talk to Mr. Ellery now. Well?
Yeah. I'd like to talk to somebody who was involved in this thing. David Ellery, the other victim of the robbery, was still out to lunch, so I grabbed a bite myself. That's item 3, $1.75, and checked with the police. Nothing helpful at all. No leads on the man who'd got away with over $400,000 from a store there in Buffalo, New York. Then I went over to the Emporium to the sporting goods department. Ellery was back, and I talked with him in a little office in a corner of the stockroom. He was still suffering from the beating he'd taken.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dollar. It was awful, terrible. And, yes, sir, it was just like young Mr. Harker told you it was.
I understand that you gave the police a description of the man who attacked you.
Well, yes, sir, best I could.
Had you ever seen him before that you know of?
Well, of course, I can't be absolutely sure because of that mask he was wearing, but I don't think so.
Was he waiting at the door of the vault room when you got there to put the money in the safe?
Well, Mr. Harker always does that, sir.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I just
But what-
go up and knock on the door and tell him who I am. Well, you see, he always keeps the door locked when he's taking the company cash that way.
Yeah, sure.
So I knock on the door and shout my name, and then he opens up and I give him the money. Then he gives me a receipt, and he puts the money in the vault.
But you didn't answer my question. When did you first see this man in the mask?
Well, only when Mr. Harker was opening the door for me.
Yes?
He must have sneaked up on me, and then just when Mr. Harker opened the door, he grabbed me by the shoulders, and, sir, he just throwed me into that vault room.
And John Harker was struck by the door as it was banged open.
Poor young fellow. It must have hurt him something terrible, knocking him out that way.
Looks to me like you got the worst of it, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry for John Harker.
What?
Nice young fellow like him, trying so hard to make his way in the company, and then to have a thing like this happen.
Now, Mr. Ellery,
Doing real good for himself, too. Doing real good for the Emporium.
Yeah, well, now tell
Lots
me...
of good ideas for building up the business. And Mr. McNair liked that, and kept pushing him ahead.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So
But
that
now-
someday John could be earning himself a lot of money. Not that us old-timers ever complain.
Mr. Ellery...
I mean about the wage scale here at the
Wait a minute, please.
Yes, sir.
How long has John Harker been with the Emporium?
About a year now, and He's lived up to the recommendations he come with so well. It's just no wonder Mr. McNair...
Recommendations? From where?
Macy's and Gimbel's in New York, and John Wanamaker in Philadelphia. Oh, from lots of big stores. A couple in Chicago, too.
Oh?
Yes, sir. Mr. McNair told us about it himself when he hired Mr. Harker and explained that's why he'd give him a better job than some of us old-timers have.
Macy's, Gimbel's, Wanamaker.
You don't believe me, you ask Mr. McNair.
You know something, Mr. Ellery?
What, sir?
That's the one thing I believe I'd better not do.
What?
Well, thanks a lot. You've been a lot of help.
Well, now, Mr. Dollar.
I had suddenly begun to wonder about the way Mr. McNair had gotten Harker out of his office before I could thoroughly question him. About the possibility that McNair might have engineered this robbery himself. Because it had to be somebody completely familiar with the procedures, the routines of that store, because of the timing. Somebody who knew the place would be virtually empty at that time of day. Who knew that Ellery was always the last to take his money up to the vault. I'd noticed a checkbook on Mr. McNair's desk and made a mental note of the name of the bank. But it was now after 5 p.m., so rather than push things until I was sure, I went back to my hotel room to clean up, eat some dinner, and get a good night's sleep. But as I started to open my handbag, wondering, by the way, if I'd forgotten to lock it for the first time in my life... Yeah, I'd heard that sound before. I grabbed the bag, made a dash for the open window, and threw it as hard and as far out from the building as I could, out over the empty lot beside the hotel. Funny. I got a sneaking suspicion about then that somebody in Buffalo didn't particularly want me around. Needless to say, I had to do a bit of explaining to the police about the infernal machine in my handbag that I'd tossed out of my hotel. And the company will have to pay for some broken windows in that neighborhood. And needless to say, their only theory about who might have planted that bomb was the man in the mask, whose identity was still unknown to them. But I had an idea. Besides the police, only 3 people could have known I was there. Mr. Ellery, hardly the type. Young John Harker. No, he was off on a yachting trip. And that left Mr. McNair. But like I said, rather than push things without some proof. Well, item 4 is $7 for drinks and a good dinner, and I hit the sack for some much-needed rest. But first thing in the morning, I was in the cashier's office at the bank.
Yes, sir. What can I do? Johnny!
Willie Barton. Now, what under the sun are you doing here?
I'll have you know that I'm not only cashier of this bank, but a vice president, too. How are you, boy?
Congratulations. Well, look, I got to get right to the point. I want to know all I can about the financial condition of not only Mr. Edward J. McNair, but also the store he owns, the Emporium.
Oh, now, Johnny, you know that things like that are of a confidential nature between a banker and his client.
Oh, I can see you're going to be a lot of help.
I'll tell you this, though. McNair is worth millions. Millions, Johnny.
Well, how about outstanding debts against the store?
McNair's old-fashioned. He pays cash. Cash on the line for everything. That store hasn't owed a penny for, I'd say over 25 years. Nor has McNair himself. So, Johnny, if you're by any chance thinking...
$400,000 is still a lot of money, Will.
To him, it's only a drop in the bucket. But, of course, he's entitled to recover it, and if one of the companies you represent has to pay
Wait a minute. Let me use your phone.
Why, surely. Here.
Item 5, 840, long-distance calls to New York and Philadelphia to Macy's, Gimbel's, and John Wanamaker's, to the personnel directors. And from each of them, I get the same answer. They'd never even heard of John Harker. I left the bank and went over to the Emporium to the office of Mr. McNair.
I know, Mr. Dollar. I haven't the least idea where John and his friend are going in my cruiser. He simply asked if he might have it for a few days.
Asked for it? I thought it was your idea that he take that trip.
Well, of course I agreed that he should get away for a few days to rest, recuperate.
A few days?
Yes.
And also get away with your $400,000.
What?
Played right into his hands. You know anything about this friend he's taking along?
Well, I presume, being a young man with lots of lady friends.
Well, I presume it's the guy who helped him with that robbery.
What are you saying, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, brother, how nicely things are beginning to add up around here. To begin with, it had to be somebody here in the store. And listen.
I'm listening, sir.
Harker told me, right here in your office, he told me that when old man Ellery knocked on the door of the vault room, that Harker should have known something was wrong when Ellery called to him and identified himself.
Mr. Dollar.
I should have known by the tone of his voice that something was wrong. Now, those were the words that Harker used. You heard him say it, too. But he was lying.
Lying?
Yeah. Because Ellery didn't know the robber was even there until after John had opened the door for him.
You're sure of that?
I'm sure.
Mr. Dollar, are you trying to say that John Harker, that fine young man...
I am trying to tell you that you have made an old fool of yourself, that you made your first mistake when you hired that smart young crook.
I'll have you know that John came here with the highest possible recommendation.
Yeah, well, Macy's and Gimbel's and the rest never even heard of him.
What?
So in your blind faith, you not only taught him how to stage the robbery, he and his pal, whoever he is, but now with your cruiser, you've helped him get away with it, with your money.
But good heavens, Mr.
Now,
Dollar.
if you'll just give me a hand, come up with some bright idea for finding that boat of yours somewhere out in the middle of Lake Erie. Yeah, and probably headed for some remote little port on the Canadian side of the lake. Believe me, if ever I needed a stroke of luck, it's right now. You know something? Well, Lady Luck must have been tagging along right at my heels. And don't ever underestimate the United States Coast Guard. A big sou'wester had built up over Lake Erie, so they'd contacted every small boat within 100 miles. The boys aboard McNair's yacht hadn't dared not answering the call. They would only have sent the Coast Guard out looking for them. And where were they?
Dollar, they're riding out the blow in the lee of Long Point off the Canadian shore. Here it is in the chart.
Or is that just where they say they are?
No, radio compass checks have verified their position. Right there. But now, Mr. Dollar...
Yeah, no. That puts them in Canadian waters, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Which means we have no jurisdiction, no authority. Of course, our friends across the border will be glad to cooperate any way they can. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, but by the time we take whatever legal procedures may be necessary... No, listen.
Yes, sir?
Now, off the record, unofficially... Suppose I were to go out there after them myself.
Oh, now, Mr. Dollar...
Well, somebody has to nab them. Suppose I could find a boat and a skipper willing to weather this storm. Huh? How about that?
Well, I think maybe... Now, I'm not sure, mind you, but I think I've heard of some chap around here that owns a converted subchaser. Will weather out any kind of a storm.
Yeah?
Now, of course, you understand, I'm hardly in a position to recommend that you attempt any such thing.
Expense account item 6, $585, rental of the subchaser and the skipper to go with it. And while I'd like to give you a thrilling, dramatic ending for this case, well, the trip across Lake Erie in that storm did have its moments. But from there on in, it was just a matter of running down John Harker and his pal, clapping him into chains and hauling him back to Buffalo with the money. So expense account total, including transportation home. Well, now, wait. As it turned out, there's a lot more to this thing. Yeah. I'll tell you all about it in my next report. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, well, as I told you, there's a lot more to this case. As a matter of fact, it turned out to be the most exciting, most dangerous assignment. Well, join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Lawrence Dobkin, Bartlett Robinson, James McCallion, Dick Crenna, Junius Matthews, and Gil Stratton.
Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Johnny. Johnny, Les Walters at World Mutual.
Les, how are you?
I'm ready to blow a gasket.
Why, what's the matter?
Trouble. $300,000 worth.
It's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, I'll pick you up at your place in, say, 20 minutes.
All right, but what's it all about, Les? Murder, burglary, arson, embezzlement?
Tell you when I see you.
Well, give me a hint at least, some possible angle to mull over.
All you have to mull over is what your commission may be on 300 G's.
Okay, I don't mind if I do.
If you can solve this one. See you.
I'll be there.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to World Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the deadly crystal matter. By the time I'd shaved, showered, dressed, and poured myself a cup of coffee, Les Walters was pounding on my door. Coming, Les, coming. And that's top of the morning to you.
Oh, you have to sound so all-fired cheerful.
Oh, why not? Come on in, join me a cup of coffee.
No time. Not if you're going to make the next plane to New York.
Oh, I am?
You are.
Why?
I told you. $300,000 the company doesn't want to have to pay out.
For what?
Look, will you quit stalling? Let's go.
Just came back from New York?
Yes. Or rather, Bronxville, one of the suburbs.
Yes, I know the town.
Well, that's where Mrs. Gurney Dalrymple Weatherwell lives.
And who's she?
An eccentric old character, if ever was. Lives at 1263 Birchbrook Road. You got it?
1263 Birchbrook Road. I got it. Now, tell me, what's happened?
The old caper. Servants day off, the old lady all alone. With $300,000 worth of jewels.
You mean she kept that kind of stuff around the house?
She kept it on her.
On her?
Yeah. 24 hours a day, even when she went to bed. To remind her of the old days when she didn't have a cent, she says. I told you she's a character.
Boy, she must be.
Yeah, well, the only time she didn't wear it was when she took a bath. So, what happened?
She took a bath.
You may think you're kidding, but that's it. She left the stuff on a dressing table in her bedroom. By the time she got out of the tub, threw on a dressing gown, walked back into the bedroom, the stuff was gone. And absolutely no sign of where and how and by whom.
The police have any idea?
Oh, she won't let them near the place.
Why not?
Look, I told you, Johnny, she's a character.
All right.
Yes, she's a character. She wouldn't even give me any details beyond what I told you. Insisted that you, and you alone, handle the case.
Well, never heard.
Now, here's a list of everything.
Watch it, Les.
It's close. Crazy woman driver.
Quite a doll, though. Almost be a pleasure to be run down.
Yeah, sure. Well, not me. Anyhow, let's see. Here's the list. Now, the most valuable piece is that number one item there, a necklace with a big ruby pendant. You see it there?
Wow. 23 carats.
23. I wouldn't let that out of my sight even when I took a shower.
Yeah. Now, when did it happen, Les?
You shouldn't have asked. 2 weeks ago today.
What?
Yeah.
And she only just now notified you?
Yeah.
And she won't let the police take a hand, huh?
No, I told you, Johnny.
Yes, you told me, Les, but if you ask me, there's something very, very fishy about all this. Account item 1, 10:45, plane fare to New York. And aboard the plane, in the seat right next to me, yes, the girl who had nearly run us down on the way to the airport. She was late 20s, I'd say, very petite and cute, with jet black hair and warm brown eyes. Vaguely familiar, too, but not exactly sociable.
I told you, Mr. What'd you say your name is?
Dollar, Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes.
And yours?
Lynn Peters, if it makes any difference.
Well, of course it does, because Lynn...
Look, I told you, Johnny, it was completely the fault of whoever was driving your car. And that's that. Now, excuse me.
I'll tell you what, Lynn, I'll have him send you a written apology, okay?
It won't be necessary. Forget it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Forget that somebody as pretty as you are might have been hurt because of his...
I said excuse me. I'd like to read, if you don't mind.
Ouch. And that was the end of that conversation. Item 2 in New York, $50 deposit on a rental car. An hour later, I pulled up in front of the old mansion at 1263 Birch Brook Road in the beautiful suburb of Bronxville. And Mrs. Gurney Dalrymple Weatherwell was a character.
Mr. Walter told you rightly, Mr. Dollar. Like today, it was the servant's day off. I was completely alone here. And it was while I was taking my tubs that my priceless jewelry was stolen.
And, no sign of anyone having broken in, Mrs. Weatherwell?
None whatsoever.
I see. Now tell me, who else has the key to the house besides the servants?
No one, and it was not they who did it.
Well, can you be sure of that?
Absolutely certain. I won't even permit your questioning them about it.
Any family, then?
Oh, since my husband died, I've lived here entirely alone.
Except for the servants.
It was not they.
You didn't really answer my question about family.
There's someone at the door, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, I know, but before you
may answer it.
What?
I told you no servants today, so you will answer the door. Go on, young man, go on.
All right.
Here, Charlie says...
Lynn.
Here, would you take this Blanzio lady?
Oh, wait a minute, Lynn.
Who's Lynn?
You are. At least that's the name.
Well, what is it? What is it, young man? What's that package you have there? Is that for me?
Yes, it is. Here.
Well, then, please shut that door.
Well, now, just a minute. I think...
If this is what I think it is...
Oh, wait a minute. The girl out there who brought it, would you just stand aside one moment,
Don't
please?
bother, Mr. Dollar. You see? There they are, my jewels.
What?
Yeah, that's right, all of them. I knew Charles wouldn't think...
Oh, wait a minute. Listen to me. That girl...
The only thing I'm interested in is that my jewels are back. There. See, aren't they lovely?
Yes, they're lovely, but if you'll let me by, please, so I can see what happened to
Here,
her.
while I hold it in place, you may close the catch on this necklace for me. Go on, fix it.
Okay. There you are.
Kill. You may go now.
Thank you, now that she's gone.
I have my jewels back, the case is closed, and I have no further need of you. Goodbye.
The case is closed,
Yes.
Lady, that's what you think. I told Les I thought there was something fishy about this case. Now I was sure of it. I was also sure there was no point trying to get anywhere with Mrs. Weatherwell. So, there wasn't much to go on, except the girl, Lynn Peters, if that really was her name. And there had been something vaguely familiar about her, but from where? I drove back to New York to 18th Precinct Police Headquarters with my old pal, Lieutenant Randy Singer.
Lynn Peters. No, it doesn't ring a bell with me, Johnny. What have you got on her?
Accessory to a jewelry heist up in Bronxville, I think.
Oh, well, what does the police think up there?
Randy, they don't even know the stuff was taken.
They don't?
Mm-mm. And now that it's all been returned...
Returned? By whom?
This girl, this Lynn Peters.
But if the stuff is back, why worry about it?
I want to know why it was brought back. And if it was intended to be returned, why it was stolen in the first place. So, the answer is to find the girl.
Well, I wish I could help you, Johnny, but I never even heard of her. So how's about forgetting her and treating me to a nice dinner on that expense account of yours, huh?
Randy, how about a look at your mug book,
Book? We've got a stack of them this high, Johnny. It'll take you 2 weeks.
Just lead me to them.
But you're not even sure she's from here in New York.
Randy, listen to me. More than any other city in the world, this town puts a kind of stamp on its people. Not just the way they talk, though New Yorkers do have a kind of a dialect all their own, but there's more than that. It's the way they walk, the way they dress, the way a girl uses makeup, the way she reacts when you try to make a pass at her.
Oh, now I get it. Your real reason for wanting to find this dame...
Oh, come on now, stop. The fact remains that if somebody asked me, I'd say right off that she's a New Yorker. So let me see the mug books.
But even if she is a local, she wouldn't be in one of them unless she's been on the blotter. And from what little you seem to know about her, from only the fact she happened to return some stolen goods, and without even a charge against her on this particular job, and with only your suspicion that she might be involved. Okay, Johnny, just follow me.
10 hours and 15 minutes later, it was 4 a.m., and I was still poring over the mug books. Randy was back on duty and shoving a mug of hot coffee at me.
Oh, come on, Johnny. Give up, will you?
Nope.
But even if you find her, you've got nothing on her. And from what you've told me...
All right, so I'm stubborn. But until I figure out what this cockeyed caper is all about... Well, don't just stand there, Randy. Give me a hand.
Me? I don't even know what she looks like.
All right. She looks a little like this one, only the eyes are different. And a bit like this one, only she's smaller. Like this one here a little, only darker hair and much cuter.
Cuter. Ha.
Did you run a check on that name, Lynn Peters?
Oh, like a darn fool, right after I locked you in here last night.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Nothing? Hey.
What?
Look, here she is. I knew I'd find her. I knew it, Randy. And look. Her name is Ruth Balashay.
Well, I thought you said her name was Lynn Peters.
Did I say it was her right name?
Okay, so it's Ruth Balashay, the quick dip.
The what? You know her?
Sure, the quick dip we called her. Purse snatcher, pickpocket, years ago.
All right, then.
But not anymore, Johnny. So don't you make any trouble with her. Ruth's clean these days.
She is, huh? Well, we'll see. And the address? Yeah. 2120 West 94th.
Charlie, forget your keys? Oh, Johnny Dollar.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Lynn, or is it really Ruth?
Ruth? Lynn? Aren't you making some mistake?
And I don't say you don't recognize me this time.
I've never seen you before in my life. Who are you and what do you want?
Are you kidding?
I am not. Who is it you wish to see?
My cute little seatmate on the plane down from Hartford yesterday. You.
Me?
And don't try to tell me you're not the one who gave me the name of Lynn Peters, only it's really Ruth Balashay.
I'm sorry, mister. I never heard of either of them. Now, if you'll take your foot out of the door...
Now, just a minute.
What is this? Some kind of a racket? Well, if you don't think I can scream loud enough for that cop in the corner
Will you
to hear
listen to me for a minute?
No.
She'd used that name again. The same one Mrs. Weatherwell had used. Charles. So maybe he was the key to all this. The rest of the day I watched the place, hoping he'd appear. Nothing. Nor the next day. Or the next. Then it hit me. Item 3, $1.20 for a call to Les in Hartford.
Where you been, Johnny? I tried to call you at your apartment half a dozen times.
Just answer my question, Les.
Mrs. Weatherwell's beneficiaries?
Yes.
Only one. Her stepson, son of the man who died, left her a widow.
What's his name?
And incidentally, the insurance is payable immediately on formal notice of her death. $500,000 worth.
All right, Les. What's his name?
Charles Weatherwell.
Do you know where I can find him?
Somewhere in New York, I believe. But don't worry, Johnny.
Yeah?
From what she's told me, 15 minutes after word of her death gets out, he'll be pounding on my door demanding the insurance. She hates him.
Then why leave him the insurance?
Oh, only member of the family still left, that sort of thing.
Look, Les.
And it doesn't look as though he'll have long to wait.
What do you mean?
Well, like I say, I tried to call you. No answer. So I called the Weatherwell place. A doctor answered.
Oh?
Told me that 2 weeks ago she was healthy as all get out. But now she's about ready to kick off.
From what?
Well, the doctor and a couple of other specialists can't figure it out. Some strange kind of anemia, maybe. Only it's come on so darn fast that... Well, they just don't know.
Then maybe Charlie does.
What?
Thanks, Les. Okay, now, Lynn.
Now, just a minute. Oh, you again.
That's right.
What do you want around here, mister?
A little information.
You with that ridiculous talk about a plane from Hartford.
Where is he? Charlie Weatherwell.
Charlie?
Right here.
Dollar odd. Don't shoot him, Charlie. Don't
worry. But here, you keep the gun on him just in case.
Sure. See, though? Told you he'd be back. Did you fix a hypo for him?
Right here, baby. One shot of this and you'll be out for at least 5 days. Now pull up his sleeve.
Sure. It won't kill him, will it?
No, it won't kill him. I didn't study chemistry for nothing.
Already, then.
Here now. Intramuscular. So the effect will be slow and will last. There. And by the time he comes out of this, you and I'll have the insurance and the ruby and be on the other side of the Atlantic. Now, let's get out of here.
you're hit from behind, when you don't know if the punk who did it has a gun, it's smart to play possum. The only thing that worried me was that injection in the muscle of my left arm. The minute they left, I sterilized the blade of my pocket knife with a match, made a deep cross-cut through the needle mark, and squeezed until my fingers were sore. It must have done the trick. Although I felt giddy for a while, I didn't pass out. Item 4, $2 at a nearby saloon for a slug of brandy. Item 5, $20 for some work on the arm by a doctor who stopped asking questions only after I showed him my credentials. Then I drove back to Bronxville.
Yes?
Who are you?
Dr. Harmon Brierly. And you, sir?
Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes, Dollar. I've heard of you. Come in.
How is she, Doctor? She's still alive?
Yes, but in spite of all we're doing for her, she is...
Well, maybe you're doing wrong.
Beg your pardon?
Where is she?
Upstairs. I've called in a couple of specialists for consultation.
Just tell me this. Is she wearing the necklace with the ruby pendant? An almost orange-colored ruby that was stolen temporarily?
Yes, she is, but why?
Then come on. Get out of the country with not only the insurance, but the ruby, Charlie said.
Charlie? Ruby?
Yes, that means he made a substitute for the real one after he stole it from her, before he got the stuff back to her via the girlfriend.
Mr. Dollar, just...
Which way now?
Second door on the right.
All right, come on. A pinkish sort of mark on her chest, where the so-called ruby in that pendant rested, was the only sign. But it was enough to convince the two specialists. They immediately began treatment for one of the most subtle and fiendish poisons known to man. Then, some 36 hours later, after she'd passed the crisis...
Yes, Mr. Dollar, that cantankerous old patient of mine, well, I
Patient of ours now, Dr. Brierly.
I stand corrected, Dr. Radford. And that goes for Dr. Wilson, too. Anyhow, she's going to be all right.
Good.
Now that we have a breather, Mr. Dollar, tell us.
Yes?
What in the world ever led you to believe that this sudden, almost violent deterioration of the red corpuscles in her blood was caused by potassium paradichromate?
Doctor, a couple of months ago, in one of our western states, a young student made up some jewelry out of various crystals that he'd put together in a laboratory. It was written up in the press.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And so do I. Not to mention it, but there was quite a furor over the fact that some of the crystals that looked so like jewels were actually deadly poison.
Yes, and that contact with human tissue for any length of time.
Yes. The very symptoms that Mrs. Weatherwell was baffling us with until you...
That's right. So when I heard him say that he had the ruby...
He? The one who did this?
Yes, when he said he had the ruby, and that meant the real one, I figured he must have substituted one of these deadly crystals in the pendant on her necklace.
And you were right.
But wait, you know the name of this man?
I certainly do. Dr. Brierly was right. The cantankerous old biddy's recovery was complete. But I must admit, a little short of miraculous. I went back to my apartment, made a call to Les Walters, got a few hours of badly needed sleep. Then the next morning, joined Les at his office.
Oh, yes, Johnny, it took a little finagling, but the item appeared in this morning's Hartford Current. Now, the New York paper's got it, too.
Good, Les.
So the word is out that Mrs. Gurney Dalrymple Weatherwell has died.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, of course, there'll be a retraction.
Of course. Well, where is he, Les? I thought you said that 15 minutes after the news got out...
Oh, Johnny. He has to have time to get here, so... Oh, I'd say that he ought to appear... Yes, Miss Mandeville.
Mr. Weatherwell is here, Mr. Walters.
Oh? Send him in.
Right on cue, do you suppose?
Mr. Walters, my name is Charles Weatherwell. I'm beneficiary of my stepmother's insurance, and as I understand, it's to be paid to me immediately, and with a...
Yes, Mr. Weatherwell. Meet Johnny Dollar.
Oh, we've met. Hi, Charlie. What's the matter?
How do you get here? What is this? Some kind of
trick.
Oh, and before I forget it, Mr. Wetherell, there was a call for you a couple of minutes ago.
Call? For me?
Yes. Your stepmother. Want to return it? Here, you can use this phone.
No, she's dead.
Oh, you saw that erroneous news report.
No. It's true. It has to be. Why? Because you poisoned her? No. Of course not. You mean yes, don't you? It's a trick. It's a trick.
Charlie.
But you won't get away with it.
Put that gun away.
No. I'll kill you, too. Not today, Charlie.
All right. It's okay. It's all okay, folks. Everything's under control. Just a little argument in here, and Mr. Dollar has settled it quite satisfactorily.
Lynn Peters, née Ruth Valichet, had made the mistake of waiting for Charlie outside in the car. So, she'll have her day in court, too. Oh, and the original ruby, the real one, we found sewed into the lining of Charlie's coat. Expense account total? Well, just for kicks, why don't we call it $100? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, I want all of you to be sure and listen. You may be sorry if you miss it. I call it the case of the tip-off matter. So tune in, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
If you drive a car, remember this. Almost anywhere in the country where you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon on gasoline by using Sinclair Dino. That's because in 3 out of 5 cars, regular price Sinclair Dino matches the performance of expensive premium gasolines, costing up to 4 cents more a gallon. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dino gasoline. Johnny Dollar is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Carl Frank, Olive Deering, Elspeth Eric, Sam Gray, Casey Allen, Dean Carlson, and Rene Santoni. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Technical supervision by Larry Solo. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.